Hello, happy Friday. Yes, it is Friday. I usually come on, if you've seen me do my meal planning before, I usually like to break down my meal planning and plan my meals on Wednesday. Thursday, I write my grocery list, and Friday, I go to the grocery store. Needless to say, I'm a little behind this week, and that is perfectly okay because it's still gonna get done. So I am doing something a little bit different this week. My husband has a trip coming up, and he's like, "Oh, can we dial things in a little bit?" And I said, "Sure. Why don't we do a meal plan service? Not a meal plan service, a meal delivery service." And so we're going to use, one that we've used before, and I'll kind of show you how I work that into my meal planning. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So I start like I always do with my meal plan template. I do follow Portion Fix. I'm a Portion Fix meal plan B. You can find meal plan templates for all the Portion Fix meal plans A through F and the What's Working Here resource library. And if you're following Time Nutrition, I've got morning, noon, and night, A through F. You can go in and adjust those as you need to. Again, those are available in the What's Working Here resource library. So I start like I always do, putting in the days and the dates, and then anything that we have going on. I'm going into the office next week, which I usually work from home, so going in the office is a big deal, and I have a lunch while I'm there, so I made sure that I noted that I will not need a lunch for that, especially when we're doing these meals, so that I don't buy more than I need. So I put those in. The next thing I do is I start with my meal one. Meal one is always the same. It's my Shakeology, which, pro tip, don't wait till you run out of Shakeology before ordering more. Things are crazy right now with shipping, and so I saw that my Shakeology shipped from Beachbody days and days and days ago, so it's not Beachbody's fault. But it's been sitting here in Houston and hasn't arrived at my doorstep, although I've seen that it's supposed to arrive today. So I know crazy shipping things going on right now, and so be prepared. Make sure you have plenty in stock before you might want to stock up a little bit so you don't run out, because we run out, and I don't like not having my shake because I like all the vitamins, nutrients, probiotics, prebiotics, all the things that my shake does for me. So not the same as just a protein powder. So I like having that every day. So I copy and paste that for every day. And then I have my meal two, which is kind of like my breakfast or my morning snack. I picked two of those for the week, and I made it easy this week and just left the ones that were on there from this past week for next week because they seem to work out. And you can see usually it's a red, yellow, green here for meal two, but I moved up my green, and I'm just going to add some spinach to my shake so I can just leave that as a red and yellow. And then for the second one, it is a red, yellow, and green. So I did not put a green in that one. So I hang my meal plan on the fridge, so I kind of glance at it every day. I will say I'm not the best at remembering to add the vegetables, but when I do, I do a good job. So I've just copied and pasted those and kind of alternated them for the week. And then for meal four, kind of the same thing, my afternoon snack. This one's a little bit different because you can see usually my dinner is a red, yellow, green, and a blue and a orange container is kind of the normal configuration. But for one of the meals, I'm kind of moving the containers around, so I have to move my snack containers around. So the first two are the same, and then I've picked two more that I alternated for the rest of the week. So now I've got my meal one, all my snacks done. All I have left is dinner and lunch. For lunch on the weekend, I usually leave it open for whatever leftovers or salad or sandwich. And then during the week, my lunch is usually whatever we had for dinner. I have leftovers normally. But since we're doing the meal delivery this week, I go ahead and making sure I have one of those for every day. So what I did with my meals is you can see that you can still fit in your meals. If we go over, kind of put them, you can see what's in my shopping cart. So I picked beef enchiladas for the first night, and I'll probably need to add, I should make a note on here, I'll probably go ahead and just add some bell peppers to that because I've got a lot in the garden, and that will give me my green. So I would count this as a yellow, red, and blue, because yellow for the corn tortillas, blue for the cheese, and then it's got meat, so then that would be your red. So I know all three of us will eat that. So I put 3 of those in the cart and then put them on my meal plan. For lunch the next day, I chose the fish tacos. So both my husband, oh, I only put one. I thought I moved to do 2. So I put those in the cart for my husband and I. And then for dinner on Monday, I picked the chimichurri chicken for my husband and I. And I don't think my son will eat that, to be honest. So I went ahead and just got him chicken parmesan for that night because I know that's something that he will eat. For Tuesday, I did steak fajitas for lunch. Make sure I put 2 of those. Steak fajitas for lunch, and then I did shrimp stir fry for dinner, and we've had that one before. It's really good. I think all of us will eat that, so I went ahead and did 3. And then for Wednesday, I don't need lunch, and then my husband doesn't need lunch for a day either, so I don't need to pick a meal for that one. And then for Wednesday night, I picked the turkey skillet. I don't think it's something my son will eat, so he can just eat a sandwich or something that just make sure I have food at the house for him. And then I did leave it open to have leftovers for Thursday night because we usually have a leftover night on Thursday night. And let's face it, things happen, things come up, you end up eating out or eating something different. So I wanted to leave that day still open for leftovers. If we have a leftover meal that we didn't get to, then we'll eat that meal. If not, sometimes on leftover nights we'll make like a sandwich or breakfast for dinner, those sort of things. Just making sure I have enough food on hand to do that. So that's kind of how I use my meal plan template and the meal plan service. And if you use the code What's Working, you can see I entered my code and I got my 5% off there. Pro Meals is Houston based, but they do ship other places. I would just check the shipping cost first before ordering, just to make sure it's worth it. I know there's probably lots of other delivery services out there as well. So I went into the signature meals. They have custom meals, and this is something that's really great if you are like doing carb cycling or something like that, because you can see most of the meals for us worked out where it was like a carb, a protein, and a vegetable. So red, yellow, green, really simple. For the custom meals, did I go into the, maybe I didn't click on that tab. For the custom meals, you can go in and you can select your protein, how much of it that you want. So look, I can choose my protein, I can choose the salmon, I can choose that I want it to be 4 ounces because I think that's a portion fix size. If I want carbs, I can choose carbs. If I don't want carbs, I can go carb free. And then I can add in whatever kind of veggies I want. So then I can customize those meals. They also have keto meals, plant-based meals. You can do family style meals to where it's like a pound of meat or a whole thing of vegetables cooked up for like 4 people. So you can do that as well. I am part of the affiliate program. So like I mentioned, if you enter the code What's Working, you will get 5% off your meals. So I'd love to know if you have ever done a meal delivery service and how you work that in. But if you have any questions about meal planning or using a service with your meal plan or with Portion Fix, let me know and I am happy to talk with you about meal planning. Have a great week.